All right, guys, welcome back after that short advert break. Let us continue with our probability. So here in the next question, I'm saying a packet of sweet contains 40 chocolates, right? There are 5 with toffee, 4 with nuts. The chocolates with raisins, right, and the ones with caramel is twice as many as the ones with nuts, right? There are also chocolates with biscuit. You decide to share the sweet with some of your friends, right? So now let's look at the first question. The first question is saying, how many chocolates are there with raisins? How many with caramel? And how many with biscuits? Remember, total number of chocolates here is 40. Okay? We want to know how many chocolates are there with raisins, how many with caramel, and how many with biscuits. So I'm going to indicate this as, okay, let's say raisins, caramel, and then also biscuit. And I want you to follow with me because there's quite a lot of info given to us. Now, first up, it says here, there are 5 with toffee that we know, 4 with nuts that we know. Then the chocolates with raisins and the ones with caramel, so the 2 we are looking for here, right, the first 2, is twice as many as the one with nuts. So there's the one with nuts, 4. So if that is twice as many, meaning raisins will be 8. And then also caramel will also be 8. Guys, I hope that's clear to you because it's twice as many as the ones with nuts. So what needs to happen now? In order to find the ones with biscuits, remember, we have 40 in total. So I'm going to write this down here. Okay? So 40 minus the 5 with toffee, minus the 4 with nuts, minus the 8 with raisins, minus the 8 with caramel. That should give us the total amount of the ones with biscuits. So it's 40 minus 5 minus 4 minus 8 minus 8. That will give us a total of 15. So the 15 here will be the ones with the biscuit. So therefore, 15 of the chocolates will contain biscuit. Guys, I hope that's clear to all of you. Right, I know it's a mouthful, but again, if we put all the pieces together, we'll be able to solve this problem. Looking now at the second question. Remember, it's still the same scenario, right? So I'm saying, question number B, what is the probability as a percentage that the first friend will get a chocolate with nuts? Right? So therefore, I'm going to write probability of nuts. Remember, you decided to share the chocolates with some of your friends, right? So how many chocolates are there in total? So that means, what is the total number of possible outcomes? That's always our starting point, right? So we say that's 40 of them. Then we want to know the first friend, right, will get a chocolate with nuts. How many chocolates do we have with nuts? We indicated 4 with nuts. So therefore, 4 out of the 40 will be nuts, right? So also important with this question is that we have to write this probability as a percentage. And at this point in time, I'm sure you know, to get a percentage, I'll multiply by 100%. So let's quickly key this in. 4 divided by 40, multiply by 100%. So that will give us, and I'm sure some of you figured that out already, that will give us 10%. All right. Guys, I hope question number B is clear to all of you. I will now be moving to question number C. All right, so in question number C, still the same scenario. I'm saying determine the probability of one of your friends getting a toffee. All right, so let me start by writing probability of it being a toffee. So what is your first mark already? You know what's your total number of possible outcomes? That is 40. Now I look, how many do we have with toffee here? I indicated it's 5 with toffee. So therefore, that will be 5 over possible 40. Guys, and remember, we always write our final answer in simplest form. So if I look at this, I can simplify this. We agree. So therefore, I'm going to say 5 goes into itself once and into 40 8 times. So that will give us an answer of 1 over 8. Okay, I hope question C is also clear to you. Let's look at our next question. In question number D, I'm saying determine the probability of one of your friends selecting a chocolate with fruit. Now, when we look at the scenario, it's clear that none of these chocolates will have fruit in it. We agree. So therefore, I will indicate this, the probability of selecting a chocolate with fruit. Remember, our total possible outcome is 40, but our favorable outcome in this case is 0. So therefore, I'll say it is 0 over 40. I can say it is 0. I can even say it's impossible. You can write that down as well. Even if you say 0%, we can accept that as an answer as well. Okay, I hope question number D is clear to you. Let us move on to our next question. Right, so here at question number E, we are saying what is the probability now that the third friend will get a chocolate with raisins if the first one, your first friend, already took one with caramel, your second friend took one with raisins. Okay, very important to understand what's happening here. And when we do this type of questions, I want you to basically picture this happening. Okay, so we started off by saying we have a total of 40 chocolates. But now, your first friend already took one, and that was a caramel, as we can see. So meaning, how many do we have left now? And I'll write it here. So I started off with 40. One is taken already, a caramel one. And I'm going to cancel that one, meaning now my total possible outcomes is what? Yes, it's 39. But then we continued by saying there's a second friend, and he took one as well, and that was a raisin one. So therefore, I have to minus again. So basically, let me just fix this. So 40 minus the first one gave us 39, minus another one, the second one that was now the raisins. So how many do I have left now? Now I only have left 38. Why am I doing this? Simply to show to you now, your total possible outcomes have changed now. It's no longer 40, it's 38 now. Okay, so therefore I'm going to write this now to answer this question. And let me just quickly rephrase again. It says, what is the probability that the third friend will get a chocolate with raisins? So therefore I'm going to say probability of the third friend getting a chocolate with raisins. Are we clear on this? So therefore, I will look and say, okay, I no longer have 40 chocolates. I only have 38. So that becomes our total number of possible outcomes. But what else is important? Okay, we started off by indicating the number of raisin chocolates, right, is how many again? Yes, we said it's 8. Okay, and I'll write that down here. Remember, in the first question, we determined, and we said here, the chocolates with raisins and the ones with caramel is twice as many as the ones with nuts. We have the ones with nuts, so therefore, the raisins, the total amount of raisins was, or is actually 8. But now, it says, and the second one is with raisins. So already, your second friend took one. We agree. So therefore, we only have 7 chocolates with raisins left. Are we all clear on that one? So therefore, my number of favorable outcomes becomes 7. Guys, are we clear on all of this? Remember, I know it's quite a lot to take in, but remember, the first friend took a chocolate with caramel. The second one took a chocolate with raisins. Therefore, my total possible outcome is now 38, right? 38 chocolates left. We also looked at where we say, okay, the second one, okay, your second friend already took one that contains raisins. Therefore, we only have 7 chocolates containing raisins left. So therefore, my favorable outcome now is 7, and my possible outcomes 38. Okay, guys, I hope that's clear to all of you. All right, we didn't say anything about writing as a decimal or a percentage, so I leave my answer as is. Okay, guys, let us quickly take a short break. When we come back after the break, we'll wrap up today's lesson. See you now.